This is experiment 23, reflection and absorption of light, from Earth Science with Vernier. This lab is also found in middle school science with Vernier and physical science with Vernier. In this activity, we're looking at the light reflecting off of various colored pieces of paper. We're trying to measure the light intensity of the reflected light using the light sensor, and we're going to measure how much heat is absorbed by the paper using the temperature probe. Both the probes I have connected to my LabQuest, which is connected to the computer. In this activity, we have a straw taped to the table so I can put the temperature probe and hold it in place. With that, I'll take my piece of paper and place it over top of that, and then we'll shine the light on top of that. We're going to collect data using LoggerPro software. So we're going to go to LoggerPro. One thing we want to make sure of is that our light sensor is set up to the 0 to 6000 lux setting. We're going to go to File and then Open. We're looking for the Earth Science with Vernier folder, and we're looking for experiment 23, reflect and absorption of light. Now we're ready to go. We'll turn on our light source, and we'll hit Collect. Data collection is complete for the first run. Click on the Experiment menu and select Store Latest Run. We need to turn off the light and allow the temperature probe to cool back down. We don't want to have the effects of the heating of this one to interfere with our next trial. Now that we've collected our data, we need to do our analysis, and we're interested to know what our average illumination was and what our minimum and maximum temperatures were for the white paper. So we're going to use our stat tools, and that gives us both pieces of information. So from the illumination, we want to know the average value. We're going to use this one along with our foils measurement to determine a relative reflectance. And if we compare the two of those, assuming foils 100%, and this one is going to be somewhat less. And of course, our minimum and maximum temperatures from here. Next trial we're going to do is using black paper. Once the temperature probe is cooled back down, we'll turn our light source back on, and we'll hit Collect. LoggerPro will ask us, do we want to append or save that run? We're going to go ahead and store that run and continue for the next one. All right, we've collected our second set of data. Now we're going to get our third. This time we're using aluminum foil. We're going to use the aluminum foil, particularly important. This is going to simulate our 100% reflective surface. So for this one, we're actually going to scale all the other readings to represent reflection compared to aluminum foil. Again, we need to turn the light off. We do need to make sure the temperature probe cools back down to room temperature, and then we can continue from there. Once it's ready, we'll turn the light back on, and then hit Collect. Now that we've completed all three, we're ready to do our analysis. As you can see on the graph, the blues represent one run. In this case, it was our black paper. Our greens represent one run, which was our white paper, and our reds represent our foil. You can see from our results, the white paper reflected more light and warmed up less than the black paper. Other colors of paper will give you different results, so it's interesting to try those as time permits. One thing to watch out for is that the different paper comes in different glossiness. A real glossy paper will reflect light differently than flat paper. Try to control that variable by getting paper all of the same consistency. You can get this lab from our website.